Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris, and you're listening to Tales from the Tarheel State. So, yeah, this is episode number 21. And I am not sure what the date is. Give me a second, I'll tell you. Oh, it's Monday, March the 14th. And hope everybody's doing good. Life has been keeping me on my toes as always. And I'm sure it is the same for y'all. Obviously, gas prices are going through the goddamn roof. And so, on that note, I'm going to take my truck down and try to sell it back to Capital Ford tomorrow. Because they sent me a thing in the mail a couple weeks ago telling me they wanted to buy the truck back. So, the used car market is really strong right now if you're in the selling market. So, I'm going to take it down there and see what they'll give me for it. If I get close to what I paid for it, that would be fantastic. And I think that's probably a good possibility. And I can put some money away because my job hunting shit ain't been going so good. I took another one recently, and that shit didn't work out. I don't think, some of it obviously is me. I know it's me, but there's also just the work. I don't know, man. Things have just changed a lot since I came up. I mean, I grew up when there wasn't cell phones, so if somebody was a crew leader, they had to have the ability to, take a crew of people, all the equipment, drive the vehicle, be responsible for everything, do the job, and not have to have the boss stand over top of them. And you didn't stand over top of your guys. You went around, made sure everything was done when you did your job because you had to work too. Doing physical labor, not just talking on the phone and punching keys in on a computer screen. So, things have changed a lot since I first was working, and it's awfully hard for me to make it in the new world out there. It'd be hard for anyone like me that grew up like I did in the workforce. So, I've been working since I was like 13. For Mr. C, so 30-some years in the workforce. I've seen a lot of shit because I could never keep a job for very long. Because apparently I have problems with authority figures and shit like that because of my trauma shit. And so anyway, we'll talk, get more into that. But the Tar Heels, after that Duke win. Beat Duke. We got the ACC tournament, and we got the first 2 round byes, and we looked good against Virginia, and then Virginia Tech. Boy, the Hokies really manhandled us, and if we play a team that plays physical like that, if they're not calling a lot of fouls, in tournament time they tend to let people really play a lot, and they're knocking us off the block, which kind of throws us out of our rhythm, which, then we can't hit a shot. And, that's just, that's pretty historically true for the Heels, in my humble opinion. We don't like a lot of getting banged around and stuff. I mean, it's fine when we're getting the calls when we get to the foul line, but if there's a lot of that physical shit and we're not ever getting a call to break that momentum, then it really, we just really never do well against that historically. But then the Hokies beat Duke. I think that's the second time they beat them this year. I didn't actually watch the game. They were playing physical ball and shooting well, and congrats to them for their first ACC tournament title. And, fucking the Hokies, man. Pretty wild. And what else is happening? We had some snow showers here. It was like 70 last week, and then we had some snow showers here for, probably a couple hours up here. And, it was pretty look at it, but it didn't do anything, No sticking or anything like that. Going to try to sell the truck. It gets horrible gas mileage. It's 4-wheel drive. And since I don't owe too much on the truck, I should be able to put some money away, which would be kick-ass when we got this here recession on. I mean, the damn grocery store shelves are getting less and less, man. It's like, holy shit. Yeah. It's getting wild. We got this here depression on. We got to do for me and mine. So yeah, got to get the garden ready. Working on trying to get that set up. Gonna need that more than ever, I think. Don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to work physically for a job. I mean, I'm just falling apart, and it's been a hard thing to swallow. I've been fighting this for several years now. Physically, just wore out. My therapist said, she didn't know what kind of physical ailments I have, but mentally, she would definitely testify on my behalf that she didn't think that I could really handle working for authority figures at the age that I am. She said that's one of the reasons she has to work for herself because of her childhood. Her brother also has to work for himself. He's an artist, blows glass and stuff, he and his wife apparently. And so I'm going to try to apply for disability. I've had a CAT scan after the car crash last year. And so, I mean, I have, my back is pretty fucked up. It's got deterioration and some, multiple area of discs and stuff like that. It says, I forget the exact words, but not good. I got bone spurs and shit up, so osteosis, I don't know, some shit up and down my spine. There's a lot of, I can look at the damn CAT scan images myself and see that my hip area and stuff, where my lower back and hip always hurts, looks way fucked up. I don't know, I had that car that my old man had, that Dodge Dart, that fell on top of me that time, and I was kind of on my side when it came down on top of me. And, I don't know what a 68 Dodge Dart weighs, but they ain't light, and it didn't even have tires on the back, so it was just straight all the way down to the gas tank on the ground, which is about where my foot is under that. And, I guess they were both kind of, one trapped on the other. And, it had me pinned. I tried to roll out from under the car. I kind of pushed it off on top of myself because I didn't realize the jack was bottomed out, jacking the transmission up underneath it, and I had two young boys helping me, and they weren't really very knowledgeable about it, and I couldn't tell, and I kind of had it up in there, and I was trying to get the bell housing bolts in, and I was wiggling the transmission, and I guess I had taken a little bit of the weight off, and my dad, of course, had it set up, cockeyed as hell out here on unlevel ground and shit, on logs and stupid shit. Shit I should have never been, under really. And hindsight's 20/20. But so yeah, that fucked me up. My pelvis and shit looks really out of whack. Everything looks cockeyed sideways, and looks like there's quite a bit of deterioration around my hip joints and shit. I don't know. They don't look the same, I can tell you that. They look, one side looks one way, the other side looks the other way, and I don't know. We'll see between my brain and my back and hips and everything. And according to side, don't say nothing about how wore out my knees are and all. I don't know. I know my shoulders hurt. My hands, my left hand's been going numb for fucking since before I was 20 years old. And that's the arm that the car crushed. So I know my left arm has got some damage. And yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure they'll deny it the first time. It'll probably take a while. And so I need to have money put away to make sure we got plenty of cash and stuff. And if I'm not going to be able to go to work, we don't need one vehicle anyway. So anyhow, that's happening around here. It's been really stressful, Tanya and I, getting into it, trying to figure out, it's just stress, man. Me trying to figure out what what I can still do for a living, and not qualified for a lot of the jobs that are out there these days. And the jobs I am qualified to do, my body just can't hardly do no more. I mean, I can do it for a little while, and then the next day I can barely fucking move. It's like working an actual job is kind of impossible. I mean, I'm able to basically do things around my home to take care of things at home. That's about how much I'm able to work. You know, work for a little while and sit down, chill out for a while, let my back rest because it starts to lock up because all my muscles are trying to hold shit apart in there where everything's wore out. So, yeah, a lot going on. Getting closer to 50, and when you've been doing hard physical labor for a long time, pushing wheelbarrows and digging trenches and putting drainage and carrying stones and mixing mortar and shit, man. You name it, hard shit like that. Roofing, helped do that a bunch of times, and framing, setting headers, digging fucking post holes and setting posts and swinging a sledgehammer. I mean, do that for 35 years and see how you hold up. And then figure if you're an average size person, add 75 pounds, about 35 pounds in your belly area and 35 pounds on your shoulders or whatever. And when I was younger, I was only about 70 pounds overweight. Now I'm about, 100 pounds overweight, which also I got to work on that. Still not drinking. I don't really have any desire to. Just don't give a fuck about it. It's not fun anymore. And with the depression, it doesn't help. So, what else is happening? Worked on a trail to get down to the woods, to the little creek here on the property behind the house. Tanya she worked on it some, and she couldn't really see it good, so took the lawnmower and ran it up and down through there a few times with the dragging a log behind me. Not with the blades on or nothing. I had the deck off and drug a big log down through there and back up a couple times so you can see the trail. And gonna start working on the garden here and grow the fucking hell out of some vegetables this year. And might actually have to start hunting for real this year if prices don't go down. I don't foresee that happening, so might have to find me a spot here on the property if the landlord will let me get back in there and kill some deer. I need to know how to skin one and all that shit, so shooting, if I put a pile of corn, shouldn't be too hard. I can still see well enough to shoot a gun, so of course one of my buddies for sure would say, bullshit, motherfucker can't see shit no more. He's probably right. I probably can't see as well as him, but I can still shoot all right, I reckon. It's a lot better than some, not as good as some others or something like that. So yeah, sorry this podcast took so long to get out. I've been real busy trying to, just deal with life and keep putting one foot in front of the other. Sometimes, that's all you can do. I know there's a lot of other people out there feeling the same way right now. And so, you are not alone. I am here with you, calling out my name. That's something that's still Michael Jackson lyrics there. That's about the best I could do on that, sorry. But I felt the need to put a little pedophile in your life. I mean, no, Michael Jackson in your life. Alleged pedophile. He was never proven guilty. I think he was probably in the Catholic Church pretty deep for him to get away with all that shit so slick. Anyways, trying to make light of some shit, y'all. I need some laughter. We'll see if I can stop having to be afraid, or not afraid, but trying to figure out what job I can still do and banging my head against the wall trying to figure out what I'm able to do, and if I could get a disability check, would fucking really help. It's not a lot of money, but it would help tremendously. I mean, I do a lot of shit here at the house, but don't always make it feel like you're having a good partner in life if you don't have somebody helping pay some of the bills. So I can understand any problems my wife may feel or any of that shit. She's a very patient, loving woman. Again, she's the one that encouraged me to do this. I've been wanting to quit doing this. And today I got my first ambassador ads from Anchor. Rock on, Anchor. This is not part of the ad that I read at the beginning. This is just the truth. Made me feel pretty good. I know only make about $10 for every 1,000 views or listens or whatever, I guess. But, one step, leads to another, man. And was a penny saved is a penny earned. So, to get any kind of positive feedback like that makes me feel good. And I have gotten some good feedback from some of my listeners out there, and y'all know who you are. Lou and Ross, and, I appreciate it. And old Willie D, and there's some towns out there that I don't know where in the hell they are, and some folks down in Atlanta, Georgia listening, which is fucking awesome. Or maybe they're students or something up here and their phones are from there. I'm not sure how that's working out, but some folks from New York. New York. New York. Well, that's way off fucking pitch. Let's try that again. No, wait, let's not. My fucking allergies are killing me. I ain't even gonna try it right now. So anyway, yeah, man, happy Monday to everybody. I guess that's what everybody says now. Happy Monday, or is it Happy Friday? Shit, I don't know. I don't know what for me, most days aren't that happy, so I'm trying to change that. I'm working hard on it, trying to change it, trying to get better all the time, and this podcast still really helps for me to get some stuff out, and I hope I entertain y'all some, at least maybe make you feel like you're not alone out there. You can relate to some of these things I deal with. If you can't, you're probably not listening to this shit, or you probably already know me anyway, and you're like, damn, at least this way I get to feel like I'm hanging out with that crazy son of a bitch sometimes. Need to fucking, I've been listening to some music a lot lately, trying to get back to, listening to the music, man. Not just having it be in the background. I think I talked about that before on the Music Can Save Your Life episode. It's important to, they say stop and smell the roses. Sometimes, if you listen to music and you listen to music all the time, sometimes you forget to really stop and listen to that shit. And, I've been trying to do that a little more deeply. And remember why music was so important to me and why it helped, help me find solace in a scary house and shit growing up. So, Anyway, I got to get some folks to come up here and shoot the shit with me. I thought about doing this goddamn thing that I got, they sent me, somebody trying to sell me some shit, they want me to pay them to set them up with people to interview and stuff, but I think they want me to ask them questions. They would want me to ask them and shit like that, and I ain't into that shit. And I'm not selling out myself for that, I'll read the fucking ads and shit on my podcast like anybody else would. But I'm not going to sign over my fucking artistic, idea. Fuck you, man. If I want to interview somebody, I'm going to talk to them like I want to. I'm not just going to ask them stupid fucking questions that you came up with. Fuck do you think I am? Some fucking half a Momo? Motherfucker? I'm a fucking 100% Momo. Don't you motherfucking forget it. If anybody around here is a Momo, it's me, and I know it. I'm not sure what the fuck a Momo is. But I've heard Joey Diaz say it a bunch of times. So it must be a fucking derogatory fucking term up in New Jersey some goddamn where. That one's out for Joey Diaz. You cocksucker motherfucker. Anyways, yeah. It's Monday, and we got the long week ahead of us. I'm going to put out 2 this week because I've been missing doing this shit. And I'll try to have some types of adventures. Like I said, I'm going to be working on the trail out here. I'm going to be working on doing some things around this fucking house. I'll let you know how things went with selling the truck. And that should be pretty exciting. And anyway, we'll let you know what's going on. Thanks for listening, y'all. Sorry this was so delayed. And hey, yeah, got a little Anchor podcast ad at the beginning, which is super cool. And I hope y'all can tolerate that. But seriously, if y'all want to make your own podcast, man, it's fucking easy. Well, it's easy as long as you can sit and talk by yourself. Because if you don't have any guests, it's not that easy to sit here and talk by yourself. You might feel kind of stupid. But me, it's something I wanted to do forever. I always fucking thought I wanted to be a DJ and sit and spin records and shit like that. Not like a DJ like at a club, but like I wanted to sit in a radio station like the fucking Dr. Johnny Fever and fucking Venus Flytrap. Yeah, man. So anyways, this shit is pretty fun. And, if you got something to say, you can say it out there. And eventually, folks will listen. I've been advertising this thing on... I started a Twitter account for BigChris Cooks. So I'm out there on Twitter now, which is crazy. Just trying to say some silly things and advertise the podcast. So check me out on Twitter. And still doing BigChris Cooks. Even though my sister, wanted to fucking try to shoot me down and make me feel bad about myself. Still going to do that. Just haven't done it lately. I got an idea for a pretty kick-ass. I did... it's going to be pickled chicken. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but like if you like the Chick-fil-A sandwich and you don't go there anymore, like I do because of political reasons, idealistically, I just don't agree with their principles. So, anyway, man, save all your fucking pickle juice. Buy big jars of Mount Olive fucking kosher deal. Save that shit. And I did some bone-in chicken thighs with skin on. Marinated them overnight. I mixed in some hot sauce too, like some fucking Red Hot. Marinate that shit overnight, and instead of deep frying it, battering it and frying it, making it super fucking unhealthy for you, or more unhealthy, grill that shit. Keep it off of the direct heat, just on enough heat enough to get your skin to crisp, but not to burn. And I just put a bunch of black pepper on it when I put it on the grill, and that shit came out and tasted fucking killer. But you could do that with like boneless chicken breasts, and it would be really good. Like after one day, you could grill it fast on the grill, some black pepper on it, and make a damn chicken sandwich. And it'll be, I swear to God, it'll taste like a Chick-fil-A sandwich, but it won't be deep fried. So anyway, y'all take that for what it's worth, motherfuckers. That's a little tip from BigChris Cooks for y'all on the Tales from the Tarheel State. And I will check y'all motherfuckers out next week. And I love y'all. Thanks for listening. Holler at you later.